Should the Postal Service be privatized? Imagine a world where your mail delivery is as reliable as your favorite online shopping service. The debate surrounding the privatization of the Postal Service has been a hot topic for many years, with supporters and opponents presenting their arguments. Let's take a closer look at the facts to better understand this complex issue. The United States Postal Service, established in 1775, is an independent agency of the federal government. It provides postal services to all Americans, regardless of their location, and is mandated to operate without making a profit. This means that it must serve every address in the country, including rural and remote areas, which can be costly. Proponents of privatization argue that a private company could operate more efficiently than a government agency. They believe that competition could lead to better services and lower prices for consumers. Additionally, they point out that privatization could reduce the financial burden on taxpayers, as the Postal Service has faced significant financial challenges in recent years, including declining mail volumes and rising operational costs. On the other hand, opponents of privatization express concerns about the potential loss of universal service. They argue that a private entity may prioritize profit over service, leading to higher prices and reduced access for those in less profitable areas. Furthermore, critics highlight that the Postal Service plays a vital role in connecting communities and supporting local economies, particularly in rural areas where private companies may not find it financially valuable to operate. Another important factor to consider is the impact on employees. The Postal Service employs hundreds of thousands of workers, and privatization could lead to job losses or changes in working conditions. Supporters of privatization argue that a private company would be better positioned to innovate and adapt to changing market conditions, potentially creating new jobs in the long run. As we weigh the arguments for and against privatization, it is essential to consider the potential consequences for service quality, accessibility, and employment. The future of the Postal Service remains uncertain, and the decision to privatize or maintain its current structure will have lasting implications for millions of Americans. In conclusion, the question of whether the Postal Service should be privatized is complex and multifaceted. By examining the facts and considering the various viewpoints, we can better understand the potential outcomes of such a significant change. What do you think? Should the Postal Service remain as a public entity, or is it time for a new approach?